knowing how frazzled we're all feeling at the moment, not just weary with the world, and so really allowing yourself this space to find a sense of peace and tapping into the inner strength. So let's start. Take a moment just to find your center this afternoon. You may want to rock forwards and backwards, side to side a couple of times. And we will start this afternoon just with a little bit of movement and then move into some restorative poses. So just taking a moment here to really sit down into the earth, rooting through the sitting bones and letting your spine be nice and long. It may feel good to roll the shoulders a couple of times down the back and release any weight that you carry there through the shoulders. And when you're ready from here, you can just softly close the eyes. We'll just take a few nice deeper breaths, breathing in through the nose, long exhale out through the mouth. I know that's not always the most comfortable with the mask on, but just exhaling everything out through the mouth, releasing whatever came before getting here this afternoon. Deep inhale through the nose. One more time, long exhale out through the mouth, softening through the lower jaw. Releasing around your eyes, softening across the forehead. Taking your awareness inside, just noticing how your body is feeling this afternoon, acknowledging how your energy is this afternoon. No judgments, but just observing. Are there any areas of the body that may just be feeling a little tight, or any old injuries? Just taking a few moments to really direct your breath to those parts of the body, sending the breath there. Observing the flow of your breath, the inhale and the exhale. Noticing the rise and fall of the chest and the belly with each breath. Place, we'll just open with a short visualization meditation. Imagine you're sitting underneath a tree, maybe even leaning against a tree. And sense the roots of that tree moving deep down into the earth. When you look up, you can see the green leaves and you can see the sunlight just shining through the leaves of the tree. And you start to become aware of the intensity of the sun lessening. And you notice as the sun starts to drop in the sky, the leaves turn from green to brown, to red, to yellow, orange. And the leaves start to fall around where you're sitting. You feel into this idea that the tree is starting to lighten its load as the intensity of the sun becomes less. The tree is shedding what it no longer needs. And feeling these same similarities in your life at the moment, thinking about where can you conserve energy as we move towards winter? What is it that you can shed, let go of? Is there anything that no longer serves you? You can let it fall away like those leaves falling from the tree. Maybe something clear comes to mind, maybe nothing, and that's okay. But just holding on to that energy and this intention that it is safe to let go. Just taking a few more rounds of breath here. Join the hands together at the heart and just bow the head and take a moment just to give gratitude that we can be here this afternoon practicing yoga together. Thank you for our practice. And in your own time, just slowly blinking the eyes open, and we'll release the arms down to the side. You may want to roll the shoulders down the back a few times. Slide the right arm out to the side and inhale up and over with that left arm, and that left arm can be straight, the elbow can be bent. You can turn your gaze down towards the right palm, or you may want to turn and look up towards your left palm, your choice. Couple more breaths here, lengthening through the left side of the body. With your next inhale, softly come back to sitting upright and drape this left hand over the top of the head. And with an exhale, drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. And these right fingertips can rest on the floor still, if that feels comfortable. Gently opening up through the right side of the neck, shoulder. Last round of breath. Inhale, coming up, just sitting up nice and tall. Other side in your own time, slide that left hand away from you. Inhale, up and over with that right arm. Gazing down or up, your choice. Send your breath into that right side of the body. Rooting through the right sitting bone, the right hip. One more breath there. Moving again on an inhale, softly coming back up. Right hand just drapes to rest on the head, and this time the right ear towards the right shoulder. Softening through that left side of the neck. One more breath there. And gently moving with your inhale again. Return to center. We'll roll the shoulders a few times down the back. Let's change the cross of the legs. So bring your other leg in front. And with an inhale, we'll open the arms nice and wide. Open through the chest. And with your exhale, cross your right arm on top of the left. Give yourself a nice hug here. And drop the chin towards the chest. And soften there through the back of the neck. Release through the upper back. Your choice, you can stay here. Or if you feel like making this a little more active this afternoon, you can find eagle arms, lengthening up through the back of the neck and bringing the palms together. So your choice, staying either soft in that hug or finding those eagle arms. Final round of breath. End of your exhale, release the arms. May feel good again just to roll the shoulders gently down the back. I'll do the same thing then on the other side. Inhale, open wide. And this time as you exhale, left arm comes on top of right. Again, hug yourself here, drop the chin towards the chest. On this side, again, your choice, either staying here or finding those eagle arms with the palms coming together. Sit up tall if you take those eagle arms. Final round of breath. Releasing the arms, roll the shoulders, sit up tall. And then we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. And the feet are a little further away than if you were coming into Baddha Konasana, into butterfly pose. Hold on gently to the shins. And we're going to take a cat-cow variation here. So as you inhale, so the heart, maybe lift the gaze if that feels okay through the neck. And as you exhale, drawing the belly button gently in, rounding through the back, chin to chest. A few more times, just moving with the breath. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, rounding. Let's take that one more time. And then you can sit up tall once again. Feel the spine growing long like that tree. And on an exhale, gently hinging forward, bowing over the feet. And you can just soften through the upper back here. Soften through the back of the neck. Taking a moment of gratitude for the path that these feet have walked you on in this lifetime. And from that gratitude, may we stay humble to learn those lessons that our life puts in front of us. Last round of breath there, taking your time to inhale, lifting back up, and just pausing for a moment, sitting tall. And then from here, softly cross the ankles and come forwards. We're going to just come straight into child's pose. If you wish to place the blanket under your knees, because I know the concrete isn't that forgiving, feel free to do so, so be comfortable. And you can take the knees nice and wide for child's pose. And as you've got another blanket there, you can always place a blanket over the heels and sit your bum down between the heels. Finding the little cave of your child's pose this afternoon. Just a few more breaths. On an inhale, looking up, and exhale, come to all fours to your tabletop. And take a moment here just to feel the earth beneath you. Spread the fingers just enough to feel supported, like you're creating this perfect handprint in the sand. Feel the arms strong, lower legs strong. Take one more breath here and we'll start moving gently through cat-cow. So Inhale, lift the crown of the head, lift the heart and the tailbone, belly soft. And with your exhale, tuck the crown of the head, tuck the tailbone, draw the belly in and up, arching through the back. And then flowing between your cat and your cow and your cat. Finding a sense of equilibrium here. Balancing the inhale and the exhale. Balancing, opening the front of the body and the back of the body. A few more rounds of breath here. So yogi's choice. I know this is a restorative pose, the restorative practice. So if downward facing dog is not feeling where you need to be this afternoon, end of your next cat pose, end of your next exhale, slide back into child's pose. If you feel that down dog would be feeling really good, tuck the toes, lift the hips, and open up into your downward facing dog. So no right or wrong, just honoring that place where you are this afternoon. Really listening to your body. Take a final round of breath there. We're all in down dog here. So gently with an inhale, come forwards into your plank pose. Bring the knees straight to the mat, and with an exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly and support the head with your hands. And just rest the forehead down. Possibly, if it feels comfortable, taking a few rounds of those cleansing breaths that we opened with, breathing in through the nose and exhaling everything out through the mouth. And for you guys, I know some of you are pretty close to the wall. If you can just slither along your mat a wee bit so that you're away from the wall, you may find it a bit more comfy. Being with your breath here. As you breathe into the belly, soften the lower back. As you feel the breath moving through the rib cage, soften through the mid-back. And as you feel the breath moving into the chest, soften through the upper back. Maybe as you lay here on the belly, even just sensing your heartbeat against the earth. A few more breaths here. Again, your choice completely. If you wish from here to slide straight back into child's pose, please do so. Invitation to also take a few little cobras here. You can slide the hands under the shoulders, and instead of feeling that you're really making this an active cobra, let your breath be the thing that lifts you if you're choosing cobra. So as you breathe into the belly, gently lifting up just a little bit. And as you exhale, you can lower. And just take that a couple more times so it's less of an active cobra and more using the belly, the breath to help you lift. And after maybe 2 or 3 times, your choice, then push your way back to child's pose. And that's about as active as we're getting this afternoon. So find your child's pose when you're ready. Release the weight of the head into the floor. Soften through the upper back, the back of the neck. Notice any gripping through the face, the jaw. Just letting go here. Couple more breaths. Taking your time moving with your inhale, looking up. And we're going to use the blankets and come to Supta Baddha Konasana, laying over the blankets. My suggestion, we'll see if this will work, you may want to stack the blankets with these little bit. Stack them so you've got something to lay on. And you may even want to have a little bit of the blanket that you can then tuck under your neck. I'll show you where we're going to go. And you can take your blocks for support under the knees. We'll bring the soles of the feet together and sit nice and close to the edge of the blankets. And then allow ourselves to roll down. And as I say, it may feel nice to tuck something under the neck. Support underneath the legs. And let me know if you need anything. Ideally, take a moment with the blanket. See how my blankets are longer here? So we're supporting the spine. So if you can, take a moment just to get yourself settled and as comfy as possible. And then just like you would use a bolster, allow the blankets just to come to the back of the hips. I'm setting my time there, you guys, so just take a few moments just to get comfy here. If you have something to cover your eyes, feel free to cover the face. I think one of the wonderful benefits of a restorative practice is allowing us to see those habitual patterns of maybe where we hold tension in the body, and in noticing those, in turn releasing them. And our restorative practice asks us, unlike so much of our busy lives, to actually do less. Thinking again of that intention as you lay here, if it feels right for you, that it is safe for me to let go. As you lay here in the stillness, notice if you get pulled off into the movie of the mind. When you notice that happening, kindly just press the pause button and come back to the ebb and the flow of the breath. For a few minutes, and noticing anywhere you can soften. If you need to make any little wriggles or adjustments, do so. With each inhale, feeling into the belly gently rising and falling. Feel the ribcage expanding and contracting softly. Feel the collarbones gently lifting and lowering. It is safe for me to let go. you find these last 5 breaths to deepen the breath a little bit. Breathe a little deeper, filling the belly, the rib cage, the chest. Exhaling completely. And with your exhale, you can feel the belly gently drawing in, belly button drawing in towards the spine. The breaths just a little deeper. And with those deeper breaths, really feeling that sense of spaciousness that the breath brings to the body, brings to the mind. So taking your time to bring a little bit of movement back into the fingers, wrists, maybe the toes as well. And it may feel good to pull the knees into the chest, or you may just want to roll straight over to one side, your choice. Just take your time, gently moving. And again, I'm going to leave this up to you, whatever feels right for you. I invite you to roll over to find child's pose. From child's pose, of course, feel free to stay there in child's pose. Option, if you wish, take a little bit of movement. You could also take a chair once again. Possibly even a downward facing dog. So just whatever is feeling right for you this afternoon. Let's find 3 more breaths here. And then take your time from here, coming down onto your back. And you can have the knees bent. And again, it may feel nice just to draw the knees into the chest and just feel the earth beneath you and just let the back of you flat for a few breaths. And then in your own time, bring the soles of your feet to the floor and feet are back hip width apart. And we're going to find our supported bridge pose. So you're going to take the block, and lift those hips up, those hips into the feet, and slide the block underneath the hips. And then let yourself rest back down. Find the height of the block that works for you this afternoon. The invitation with the arms, it may feel nice to take practice on with the elbows bent, the backs of the hands are on the floor, or the hands could rest down beside you. You could even interlace the hands around the block. So your choice. our restorative practice, similar to meditation, that it moves us from that flight response, and brings the body back to its place of healing. So possibly the mantra for this pose could be I am supported and safe. A few minutes, and if you need to make any adjustments, please do so. Be comfortable. Let the block feel as though it's supporting you. More breaths here on the block, the feet on the floor. Of course, feel free to stay here. I can also offer you the invitation of drawing the right knee in here. You may find feels a little more support is down, the block is down lower. Your choice. And from here you can play with extending the left leg along the mat. Everything is just an invitation. Where you are, how to be where you are, support your edge, stay there. With your breath. With your breath, knee in, right knee in. And then take your time, switching sides. However it feels most comfortable, both feet to the floor, and switch sides, or switch, mid-air, use that left side, on that left knee in, right leg, right on the floor. Supported, and safe. Enjoy last breath there. And we'll bring both feet back to the floor, The hips can still stay resting on the block. Just a few more breaths here, and supported bridge. time, feet interface on the block, on the block, and slowly lower down, find the floor, take a few breaths there, through the lower back. And then from here, I'm going to move away to your right side, just like you're lying in bed. And if it feels good to do it with your hands, you can bring the blanket on the head. So the arms will be extended the left arm on top of the right. And then from here, slowly slide along the right arm. And open into the elbow twist here, twist here. Left hand, just like normal, resting on the floor here behind you. And if it feels comfortable, turn the head to the left. Please do so. Find where it feels right for your neck. Props here, so if it feels good, it's between the knees, do so. Softening through the upper chest, the upper back. Let's cut the breaths on this side. Inhale. Come back to the center for a moment, and then roll over to your left side. And stack the palms, stack the palms, right hand on the left, resting on the left. Taking your time, sliding that right arm along the left arm, through center, coming through center, slowly opening up, your fist coming up, my fist on the other side. As before, this is to your practice, find your place of comfort in this twist. Couple of breaths. Inhale. Find a center once again. Pause. That center, allow the back to soften. In your own time, roll over to one side, and we are going to come up to sitting. So going to sit on the blanket or blanket and extend the legs. It might feel nice just to shake out through the legs when you get there. Let's see what will work best here. This is going to be a forward fold. I'm going to invite you first of all just to sit up nice and tall here. Flex the feet. Just take this active for a few breaths and feel yourself rooting down evenly through both sitting bones, and the spine's nice and long. The hands can just rest beside the hips. Allow the heart center to be open, center of the chest to be open. One more breath. Then you can relax the legs. We'll walk the hands forward. And we'll just see what works. If it works for you to separate the feet a wee bit and make a little stack with your blocks, and then rest your forehead down on the blocks. You may want to just rest the hands down the floor. You can try making the palms up. If the blocks feel more like a hindrance than a help, leave the blocks and instead use your hands, your arms as little breaks here. And just allow yourself to come to that place where this forward fold is comfortable enough for you to stay here. And it may also feel good to take the second blanket and place it under your knees. So just allow yourself to get comfy here. Using the props. Wonderful, you guys. Just be here for 5 minutes, and if 5 minutes feels too long, please come out of this sooner. In the silence of our restorative practice, in the stillness of our restorative practice, can also allow us to connect to maybe what we've been avoiding. We've been busy doing everything we need to, checking off the list. So finding that inner voice in the quiet, in the stillness. And a mantra, maybe for this pose. Something I heard last week, and it really resonated with me, particularly at the moment. If it resonates for you, feel free to repeat it, and if not, leave it. But life happens for me, not to me. Any pinching in the lower back, please back out of the forward fold. Allowing the shoulders to drop away from the ears. There's a vulnerability in our forward folds as we expose the back of our bodies. Feeling into that sense of trusting the earth to support us, trusting life to support us. Life happens for me, not to me. Mind has wandered, come back to the breath. Last few moments here. Take your time, gently moving out of this forward fold, just lifting the head slowly, walking the hands back. And when you get back to center, again, just take a moment to sit up tall. Hands can rest beside you. And flex the feet again. Just taking a few breaths there. Feeling into the support of the earth beneath your sitting bones. One more nice full deep breath. And from here we're going to move into legs up the wall. So we may need to play a little bit with the room, we'll see. So my invitation to you to get into this pose is to have the short edge of your yoga mat against the baseboard. And it may feel good, as we're on the cold floor here, to even place a blanket along your mat. Your choice. And then you can even have another blanket if you wish to support the hips, but come into the pose having one hip against the wall and then swivel so that the legs are then up the wall and your hands, your arms can rest beside you on your belly. You may want to take those cactus arms again and get comfy. See if you can have your hips as close to the wall as possible. Wonderful, you guys. So get comfy here. However feels right for you with the legs. The legs can be together. The legs can be slightly separated. You may even like to play with taking the legs a little wider apart for a few breaths. Wherever feels most comfortable, feels most supportive, feels most restful. we lay here, I'll share with you meditation, heart-centered meditation, this energy exchange. So you inhale, breathe in love, and exhale, fear. Inhale, strength. Exhale, weakness. Inhale, healing. And release old wounds. Inhale, joy. Let go of sadness. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, constriction. Inhale, clarity. Exhale, confusion. Inhale, forgiveness. Exhale, blame. Breathe in gratitude. Let go of grief. Inhale, acceptance. Exhale, judgment. Breathe in compassion. Exhale, indifference. Inhale, love. Exhale, anger. Inhale, love. And let that love flow back out into the world. Inhale, love. Let go of love. If you would like to stay here in legs up the wall, please feel free to if you're comfortable and it feels great place to stay. If you would prefer to finish in traditional Shavasana, take a few last breaths here with legs up the wall, and in your own time, draw the knees into the chest. Slowly roll to one side. And your choice, you can either swivel on your mat so the head is near the wall, or shuffle along the mat. Make sure that the feet are not touching the wall. And then get comfy. Feel free to cover yourself with a blanket, place a blanket under the head. Maybe a blanket under the knees. Taking a few slightly deeper breaths. And with each exhale, allowing the body to melt down into the floor. And roll the shoulders the last time down the back, and let the arms rest beside you with the palms facing up. If it feels more comfy to rest the hands on the belly, do so. Feel the back of the head heavy on the floor. Soften across the forehead, around the eyes, release through the lower jaw. Gently notice the breath on the back of the throat. Soften through the throat, sides of the neck, back of the neck. Feel the backs of the shoulders on the floor. Soften the upper back. Release down the arms from the shoulders to the elbows, elbows to the wrists. Soften through the palms, fingers, thumbs. Feel the gentle flow of breath, the rib cage and the belly. Soften the rib cage, soften the belly. Feel the backs of the hips on the floor. Soften the lower back. And release down the legs, the thighs, backs of the thighs, knees, backs of the knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, toes. Coming back to where we started our practice, this sense of letting go with each exhale. letting go of what no longer serves you, moving forward from this moment. Letting go of any tension in the body. Letting go of any old conversations. Old ways of doing things. Letting go of fear. Letting go of anger, frustration. Each inhale, a chance to breathe in all that supports you, all that nourishes you. Inviting some deeper breaths back into the body. Inviting some movement back in your own time, fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. And in your own time, kind of roll to one side and then gently come up to sitting, coming back to where we started. closing our practice this evening, join the hands together at the heart and just bow the head. Take a moment just to honor yourself for making this space in your day for your self-care, for restoring your energy, and gratitude for our practice. Bowing to that truth and light that rests within you, within all beings. So I bow to you. Happy Sunday evening and namaste.